Guys, now I will be cutting out the fabrics using the pattern we drafted. So here is the upper sleeve pattern and this is the under sleeve pattern. I will be cutting 2 of this and 2 of this. 1 piece of this and 1 piece of this make a sleeve. So if I cut out 2 of this and 2 of this, in total I will have 4 pieces. So that is 1 of this and 1 of this for 1 sleeve and the other sleeve as well. So guys, now I have the sleeve cut out. As you can see, this is what I have. So after cutting, I place notches on the appropriate places. Okay, like the elbow length, I have a notch placed on the 2 sides of the elbow length. I place my notches here. This is where the upper sleeve edge starts. On both sides, I place my notches over there. On the seam allowance point I have here, by this side as well, I placed my notches. Then the midpoint of the sleeve opening, I placed my notches. Then on the wrist line, this is a wrist line before the hem allowance, I placed my notches on both sides. Okay, then on the vent allowance, I placed my notches over there, and I repeated the same process on the under sleeve. So now that I have this done, the next step is to draft pattern for the lining. In the construction of a blazer jacket sleeve, the sleeve lining pattern is different from the real fabric lining pattern. For this reason, I will be showing you how to draft pattern for the sleeve lining. So guys, now I will be showing you how to draft the sleeve lining pattern, and I will be using the sleeve pattern in order to grade the lining pattern. The first step is to raise the sleeve edge by 1/4 of an inch. This also depends on the thickness of the shoulder pad you are using. The excess we are having at the upper part is what will help the shoulder pad to relax properly inside the sleeve. If you are making use of a very thick shoulder pad that the thickness is more than 1/2 of an inch, then you can raise this by 1/2 of an inch. But if the thickness of the shoulder pad is not more than 1/2 of an inch, so you can raise this by 1/4 of an inch. So I will be raising this by 1/4 of an inch, and I will take the measurement at the center of the sleeve. So this is the center point. So from here I will measure 0.25, which is here. Then I will be connecting this point downward to the side of the sleeve, like so. Then this also to the side of the sleeve. So guys, now I've reconstructed the sleeve edge, and this is what I have. This is applied only on the upper sleeve but not on the under sleeve. Now the next step is to work on the armpit area of the sleeve. Okay, because of the connection in between the sleeve and the lining, there must be a room for the lining to rest properly inside the sleeve. So for this reason, I will be extending this by 1/2 of an inch. So this will be applied on the upper sleeve and the under sleeve, and it's going to be for the front side of the sleeve only. The front side will fall at the armpit area, while the back side will fall on the elbow side. So I will be applying this on the front side of the upper sleeve and front side of the under sleeve. So this is the armpit area on the front side of the pattern. So I will be taking this upward by 1/2 of an inch. So which is here. So I'll extend the side line upwards as well to meet the 1/2 of an inch point. Now I will be connecting the 1/2 of an inch point to meet with the sleeve edge. Like so. Then I will blend it up with my curve ruler. So I will make sure I have a smooth connection like so. So this is what I have for the lining. So I will be applying the same method on the undersleeve. So this is the front side of the undersleeve. I will take it up by 1/2 inch and I will reconnect together with the sleeve head. So I will be reconnecting this in order to meet with the sleeve head like so. So you can see what I have over there, and I'll blend it up with my curve roller. Okay, so now that I have this done, the next step is to transfer all my lines on the new pattern paper. So in cutting this out on the lining, I don't need the hem allowance and I don't need the vent allowance. So when I'm tracing, I will be tracing what I have here by the side, my vertical lines, my horizontal lines, no hem allowance and no vent allowance. Then on the upper sleeve as well, I will trace out my sleeve pattern like so. By the side, I will transfer my vertical and horizontal lines. No hem allowance is needed and no vent allowance is needed. So that is all on how to grade the sleeve lining pattern. Now I have all the lines traced out on my pattern. So this is for the undersleeve, this is the back, and this is the front. This is for the upper sleeve, this is the front, and this is the back. Then I will be cutting out the patterns. So guys, now I've cut out my pattern and I placed it on my lining. So I'll be cutting this out. 2 of this is needed, the upper sleeve, and 2 of the undersleeve is needed as well. So guys, now I have the sleeve lining cut out. This is for the undersleeve and this is for the upper sleeve. Okay, so this is the main fabric, this is for the undersleeve, this is going together with this, and this is the upper sleeve, this is going together with this. So guys, this is where we'll be stopping in this episode. Let's meet in the next episode where I will be showing you how to put all these pieces together, how to construct the sleeve, how to attach it to the bodies, how to attach the shoulder pad, and how to finish the whole of our blazer jacket perfectly and neatly. Thanks so much for joining me in this episode, and I will see you in the next video. But till then, always do remember, there is no elevator to success. You have to take the stairs.